Welcome to the Culture Curators podcast. We're here to share insight, information, and resources to help you become a more effective salon business owner. Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about aligning our habits with our goals. And I'm sitting here with Derek, and I think that he's a great example of someone that aligns their habits with their goals. And I think about every time we go somewhere, everyone's like, you should work out a little more, Derek. As he's, his muscles are ripping out of his shirt. And it's a goal that he has to work out. And it really reminds me of someone that truly aligns their habits with their goals. So, Derek, I want to hear from you. How do you do that so well?
Well, I always say, like, for me, the way that it's a great question, because I don't have one specific way where it's like, okay, it's this. For me, it was built over a long period of time. So, for instance, like when I was young, I just always wanted to be in shape. And my mother struggled with her weight her whole life, was up and down on the scale. And I just never wanted to experience that. And I was just kind of obsessed with the aesthetic of it at first as a young kid, like, 15, 16. Over time, and you'll hear this from a lot of people that have committed to like just exercise in general, it becomes so much more about how it makes you feel. Now, the look is kind of a byproduct, and I saw something the other day that I thought was really, really great. It was like, we confuse consistency with perfection, right? Perfection is thinking that you're just doing it all the time no matter what. Consistency is not that. Consistency is doing it and getting back on even when you fall off.
Right.
Resetting when you need to. So when I was young, I remember that I'd like go to the gym for 3 months, and then I'd not go to the gym for 3 months, and I'd go to the gym for a month, and I'd not go for 6 months, and I just fluctuated like crazy. So I remember one year, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try to go to the gym before work, shower at the gym, and go straight to work. And that started to kind of build my morning routine. I was probably like 20 something at that time, early 20s. And then I remember getting a puppy, and I had to move that timing back by an hour or two so I could get home to then walk the dog to then go to work. So I'd like just go to the gym, not shower at the gym, come home, run or walk the dog, and then jump in the shower, get ready, and go to work. So my point with this is that you have to find what works in your routine and your schedule, but you have to be so committed to locking it in that it becomes a non-negotiable. And the best way to start it is to start it with baby steps. So maybe it's like, okay, I'm going to commit to 2 workouts per week. And we're using the workout as an example right now, but I want you to fill in the blank with whatever it is for you. But I do believe that having a morning routine where you get your body moving is a really great way to build that. Well, it's a really great habit that I find tends to trickle into other things, right? So if I fall off my workout routine in the mornings, there's probably 5 other things in my life that I'm not also being consistent at.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. And one of the things that I always go back to is your why. You mentioned that you saw your mom, up and down the scale and stuff, and that's something that you didn't want to emulate, that you wanted to be different. And so I think about that, and I think about why. And if we're talking about fitness, it's like, why are you doing what you're doing? If you're thinking about being in the industry and you want to become a great leader, why do you want to become a great leader? What is that resounding why? And then I think about turning it into a SMART goal. Now, SMART goals have been around forever, and some people know that acronym and some people don't. But SMART is an acronym, and the S stands for specific. So when you're looking at goals, is it specific? Do you have a specific thing? If you want to lose weight, how much weight do you want to lose? Exactly. What is that specific?
Specification.
Thank you, specification. The M stands for measurable. Is it measurable? I want to be a great leader because I want to become a business owner. And so my measurement is, am I going to take the steps to become that owner? So am I going to seek out a coach? Am I going to seek out books on leadership development? Or if it's about working out, am I going to join a gym? Am I going to schedule it on my calendar, etc.? So it has to be measurable. There has to be a way that you can measure your results and your success of your goal. The A stands for attainable. Is it really attainable? If I said I want to lose 100 pounds by the first of the year, probably not attainable. If I say that I want to become a business owner of a multi-million-dollar organization by the first of the year, probably not attainable. So you have to really take a look at that and say, what is it that I can truly attain? It might be a stretch. It might make my stomach have butterflies. It might make me nervous or scared or afraid, but I think that I can do it. The R in SMART stands for relevant. It may be relevant to me. It may not be relevant to Derek, and that's okay. It's not Derek's goal. It's my goal. So is it relevant? And it goes back to, why is it relevant? Why do I want to become a business leader? Because I want to make a difference for people that work with me. I want to empower different people within the beauty industry, whatever it is. If it's around weight, because I want to get rid of my high blood pressure medication, whatever it is.
Right,
it just has to be really relevant. It has to make your heart really happy to carry you through the times that you don't feel like getting up and going to the gym or picking up that book and reading about leadership. The T stands for trackable. Is it trackable, and is it time stamped? I like the T for time stamp because we have measurable already. So I kind of like time stamp for the T, although that's not exactly what everyone will say the SMART acronym stands for. So a great SMART goal has to be trackable. We have to see the success. We have to cross off. I went to the John Maxwell seminar. I went to and purchased a book, and I read the book on developing leaders within myself, or whatever it is. And it has to have a timestamp. So by that I mean, I will lose 10 pounds by January 1st, 2025. Now, sometimes we get a little sleazy and we say, I'll lose 10 pounds by January 1st, but we'll neglect to put the 2025 so that just in case we don't get it, we're like, yeah, I meant 26. It really wasn't 25. So I would really start to utilize SMART acronym goal setting to fuel your habits and making sure that your habits are aligning with what your SMART goal says. So you can kind of almost reverse engineer that.
Yeah, and I think to align your habits with your goals also means that you cannot allow your habits, whether you do them or not, to be dictated by your emotion or your feelings. So discipline and consistency, one of the important definitions of it is that you are doing it no matter how you feel. That's where you'll really see results, because no matter how I'm feeling in the morning, I'm going to just go to the gym. And I might have a crappy workout that day. I might have a phenomenal workout that day, but I'm still there. And a bad workout is better than no workout.
Yeah.
And, sometimes sometimes you need to just go through the motions of it to just continue to bring you back to on track. Mm-hmm. Because if you're allowing yourself to, I'll ask, when people ask me certain things around, how do you make it so consistent? It's like, well, how do you make brushing your teeth consistent?
Maybe they don't.
I've never had that answer. Thank God.
Right.
Or how do you make showering consistent?
Yeah.
Right. Do you choose, do you ask yourself in the morning, do I feel like brushing my teeth? Do I feel like showering? You kind of innately, as an adult, as a certain point in your life, as a young kid, young adult, whatever, you're like, okay, I need to do this every single day for myself, period. It's just a non-negotiable.
Right.
So you have to find that category in your mind of the habits that are aligned with your goals and put them in that category of non-negotiable. Because the famous and amazing Kobe Bryant always said, I'm not going to negotiate with myself. He's like, I already set my plan early in the summer. I knew exactly what I was going to do. I knew exactly how many workouts I had to do per day. I knew exactly how many jump shots I was going to take. I knew exactly how many dribbling drills I was going to do. He's like, so I'm not going to be waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning negotiating with myself if I'm going to do it or not. I've already set the plan and that's done.
Right.
It's just not even a category in his mind. That was like what he called the mama mentality. So it's finding that mentality for yourself. And again, for everyone, it's a little bit different, but I do think there's a universal thread through all of this with people that are that committed to their habits. And sometimes maybe you're not committed enough to your habits because you haven't, like Jill said, defined your goals clearly enough. And that takes a lot of work just to define the goals, to see what you really want, and then to determine, okay, well, now that I'm very crystal clear on and I'm passionate about my goals, well, now I can set some habits that maybe I don't love every single day, but I'm passionate enough about the goal that I don't care how much I love the habit. I just know that the habit is going to equal the goal.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And listen, you know, we wake up and we get a choice every single day. And just for today, I tell people this all the time, just for the day, you can do it. Tomorrow you can choose to make a different choice if you want to, but for today, you're going to choose to align your habits with your goals and see how far it will take you day by day.
Exactly. And lastly, this is the last thing I'll say on it. If you're a leader, you aligning your habits with your goals or not is a direct example to your team one way or the other. You can show your team that you are aligned, that the words that you speak and the things that you want are aligned with the actions, or you can show the opposite,
Right.
and the results will speak for themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, everybody, we really hope you got some value on this one. This is a really important topic. I encourage you to listen to this one more than once because it might be tough to hear, but it's important to know so that you're equipped with the correct information so that you can make the right choices moving forward. So hope to see you on the next episode. If you watch this on YouTube, please comment, share, and as always, you can always reach out via comment on any of our episodes, via DM on Instagram, or send us an email, info@myculturecurators.com. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of the Culture Curators podcast. Please like, comment, follow, and subscribe.